Did you know that coffee was discovered by goats? Yep, that's right. A shepherd noticed his goats got a little too frisky after eating some strange berries, and voila, the elixir of wakefulness was discovered. Now, let's dig a bit deeper into the birth of a bean. Coffee begins its journey as a cherry, but not the type of cherry you're thinking of. These cherries grow on a coffee plant, thriving in tropical climates with rich soil, dappled sunlight, and steady rainfall. Each coffee plant is a bit of a diva, demanding just the right conditions. Too much sun? Nope. Not enough rain? Forget it. It's a delicate balancing act that takes the better part of a year to get just right. Once the conditions are perfect, the coffee cherries ripen to a beautiful deep red. Inside each cherry are the coffee beans, ready and waiting to be harvested. So next time you're feeling a bit sluggish, remember the frisky goats and the journey your coffee has taken from the plant to your cup. So we have these coffee cherries, but how do we get the beans? Well, it's not as simple as popping the cherry. It's a process of separation, fermentation, and drying. You see, coffee cherries are the fruit of the coffee plant. Inside each cherry are 2 coffee beans, hugged tightly by a sweet, sticky pulp. So the first step is to separate the beans from the fruit. This can be done by hand, but often it's done mechanically, using a method called wet processing. The cherries are soaked in water and the ripe ones sink, while the unripe ones float. The ripe cherries are then pulped to remove the outer skin and pulp, leaving the beans encased in a protective parchment layer. Next comes fermentation. The coffee beans, still in their parchment, are left to ferment in water for up to 48 hours. This breaks down the remaining pulp and gives the beans their unique flavor. Finally, the beans need to be dried. This is a slow process, often taking several weeks. The beans are spread out in the sun, turned regularly to ensure even drying. This process is crucial, as it reduces the moisture content of the beans, preparing them for the next step, roasting. And there you have it, dried coffee beans. But hold your horses, we're not ready for brewing just yet. Ever wondered why coffee smells so good? Well, you can thank the roasting process for that. It's this magical transformation that brings out the delightful aroma and flavor we all know and love. The roasting process begins with raw green coffee beans. These beans are heated in a roasting machine where the temperature and duration are meticulously controlled. As the beans heat up, they darken, and their oils start to surface. This is where the coffee's flavor profile really starts to take shape. There are different levels of roasting, each resulting in a distinct taste. Light roasts offer a more acidic, delicate flavor and retain most of the coffee's original characteristics. Medium roasts strike a balance between acidity and a richer flavor. Dark roasts, on the other hand, are less acidic and have a robust, bold flavor, often with notes of chocolate or caramel. So the next time you're enjoying the aroma of your morning cup, remember it's all thanks to the art of roasting. So we've got our roasted beans, but they're not ready to meet your cup just yet. It's time for the final step, brewing. Let's dive into the world of grinding first. The beans must be ground into tiny pieces, almost like coarse sand. It's a balancing act, really. Too coarse and the water runs through too quickly, leaving us with a weak and tasteless coffee. Too fine and the water takes its sweet time, over-extracting the coffee and leaving us with a bitter brew. Once we've achieved that perfect grind, it's time to brew. Now, there are several methods to brew coffee, each with its own quirks and characteristics. Let's start with espresso, the Italian stallion of coffee. This method forces hot water through tightly packed, finely ground coffee. It's like a pressure cooker for coffee, resulting in a strong, concentrated shot that's the base for many of your favorite coffee drinks. Then we have the French press, a method that's as elegant as it sounds. Here, the coffee grounds are steeped in hot water for several minutes, then separated from the water by pressing a mesh plunger down. This method allows the coffee to keep its natural oils, giving us a rich, full-bodied brew. And of course, there's the drip coffee method, the darling of diners and offices everywhere. This method drips hot water over a filter filled with ground coffee, allowing the brewed coffee to fall into a pot below. It's a simple, straightforward way to make coffee, delivering a clean and clear brew. Each brewing method brings out different flavors and characteristics in the coffee. Some methods may emphasize the coffee's acidity, while others may bring out its inherent sweetness. It's all about finding the method that tickles your taste buds just right. And there you have it, from a humble cherry on a plant to a steaming cup of joe. But remember, without those frisky goats, we might still be stuck in the dark ages of decaffeination. We hope you've enjoyed this journey from bean to brew as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. From the birth of a bean To the final frontier of brewing, we've explored the fascinating world of coffee together. If this video perked up your day and you'd like to explore more fascinating journeys like this, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fun and informative videos about your favorite beverages and beyond. Stay caffeinated, folks. Until next time, remember, every cup of coffee has a story to tell, and we can't wait to share the next one with you.